So a couple days ago, we reacted to Adam Rank go ahead and give his predictions for the Cincinnati Bengals 2023 NFL season. And to be honest, I didn't disagree with any of it. Well, I disagree with some. I'll be honest. He had us going 14-3. I have us going 15-2. So there has to be some disagreement there because he has one game more of a loss. But I'll be honest with you. I really see the floor of the Cincinnati Bengals this season going 13-4 and with a ceiling of 17-0. So I'm not really too crazy, when someone says 13-4. I see where they're coming from with certain games. It's depending on when they say we're going to lose. But overall, I'm absolutely fine with it. 15-2 is what I'm projecting. But let's go ahead and see what NFL Network has to project with each game. So week 1 versus the Brownies. This is going to be a win. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why it's just kind of this weird feeling that they were going to give us a loss week 1. I saw some news publications, even ones that said that we're going to do good this season, do amazing. There's a lot that say we're going to lose this game, which, to be honest, I don't think we're going to, but I understand the idea. It's the first week of the season. Deshaun Watson is going to probably, I would guess, not play preseason, but he's still going to look good, right? And it is in the dog pound, so I could understand the area where people could say we could lose this game. I think we win this game. I think we win this game pretty handily. I say we win 28-17, and I think this is going to be a nice way to start the season. Now, week 2 in the home opener for the Cincinnati Bengals, they host the Baltimore Ravens. This is where they're going to have us lose. And it does make sense, mainly because 2 divisional games back-to-back. I don't think we lose this game. I think, honestly, we win the first game. We have so much momentum, so much, just absolutely domination, that this game becomes a game where it's close, right? I have the Bengals winning 20-17 here. But it's one of those games where this is the statement, right? Because after this game, after these first 2 tough games, then you play the Rams, you play the Cardinals, you got the Titans in there. You got some really bad teams. So these 2 statement games, I think this is where Cincy really sticks it to the league and says, you think we're not that good? Well, guess what? We are that guy. So 1-1, I have us going 2-0 in this scenario. But 1-1, I understand Ravens divisional opponent, AFC North, never easy to beat. Rams, week 3. They have us winning that game. Okay, good. I was about to say, because this game, I know I've seen some people on Twitter say this could be a trap game. It's a Monday Night Football game after a very tough Ravens squad. So if we do beat the Ravens and we still have 2-0, this could become a trap game. And I'll be honest with you, at first I was leaning toward this being a blowout. But I could see this game being a little closer. And honestly, maybe a little bit too close for comfort. Mainly because, again, the Rams are going to be bad, but we don't know how bad they're going to be. We always say all the time when it comes to a lot of these teams, it's like, oh yeah, this team's going to be awful, this team's going to be trash. But you're projecting that based on last season, right? And in the offseason, people pick up people trade away people draft people. And some players really become good. So this game could be a little bit too close for comfort, but I have us going 3-0 here, 2-1. I understand it because of the Ravens game. Tennessee Titans. They have us win. Yeah. I don't think anyone's going to have Tennessee Titans winning too many games this year. It's possible, don't get me wrong, that they do, that the Titans get a lot of love this year. I would not be heavily surprised. But I'm going to definitely say I do not think it's going to be too many people going out there and say, yup, Tennessee Titans are absolutely going to have the best year of all time. Especially with the quarterback situation still being up in the mix and being kind of shoddy at this point at this time of the year. I think this is when, in my personal opinion, this is when we're going to see this Lou defense absolutely dominate. Now, Derrick Henry is tough. Don't get me wrong, right? He is one of the best running backs in the NFL, period. But I think what's going to happen is in this game, it's my projection, they're going to get behind early, the Titans that is, because Malik Willis or Ryan Tannehill, or maybe they do go with Will Levis, ends up throwing a stupid pass, throws a pick six. Burrow's going to score on his first drive, so it's going to be 14-0, and we're going to completely take out Derrick Henry from this game. Because when it's 3 touchdown game, there is really no Derrick Henry. And the problem with that for the Titans squad is that when you have no Derrick Henry, that's when things start going bad because you have to play catch up, and you can't catch up fast when you don't have a quarterback. So I think this game could be a really bad game for the Titans. Week 5, Cardinals. Again, I've seen a lot of people say this is going to be a trap game too. They have us winning, so going 4-1, which I have us going 5-0. I have us going 6-0 into the bye week. So all these games I think are honestly very winnable, especially the first 2 being tough, but you get past the first 2, then you have these kind of like cakewalk schedule, this Mickey Mouse schedule right here. Should give you a free 3 wins right there. I know it's never free in the NFL, but you know what I'm saying? It's still 4-1. And then we play the Seattle Seahawks. This one, again, another, kind of be probably our first, I guess, our toughest game since week 2. Because Seattle should be the same as last year, unless Geno Smith was a one-hit wonder, which he's done that before in the NFL. But I don't think this is going to be that tough. It's 5-1. They have us winning. And again, like I said, I could see an argument that this game is a lot closer than it has to be, and this game might go to overtime or something. But I still think Bengals pull it out in the end. And again, like I said, 6-0. They have us going 5-1. Very similar, me and NFL Network here, so I'm not too mad. And then we got Duke Tobin. What's up, Duke Tobin? All right, Week 8, 49ers. This is probably the toughest game. I said no. This is the 3rd toughest game of the season. So far. Like, from the first 8 weeks. I say if I rank them right now, probably Ravens number 1. Just because it's week 2, it's early. Lamar Jackson's going to be at his peak. Number 1, obviously, is going to be the Cleveland Clownies. And then number 3 is going to be this game right here. Number 4 would be Seattle Seahawks. But this is going to be a tough game. Now, they have us winning this game, which I 1,000% have us winning too. But I will say this game is going to be interesting because if they can't figure out the quarterback situation for the 49ers, if this is still Sam Darnold, Trey Lance, or Brock Purdy, and it's just a mixed match of no one could get the job done, this is where Lou's defense could absolutely eat. The problem is the 49ers defense is still going to be good, okay? That's just a fact, right? And that's the biggest issue last year with the 49ers was their defense is freaking elite. But here's the thing, how you beat elite defenses, right? Because it's possible. It's not easy, but you can beat elite defenses. The offense turns the ball over, right? Your defense causes turnovers that gives you free field goals and free good field position to make plays. We already know this offense we have here is not going to turn the ball over, right? So if our defense can eat on their offense, that's when things get a little bad for them. So this game is going to be closer to. This is going to be probably the lowest scoring game of the year. I say the final score of this game might be like 10-6. It could be something like that. All right, Buffalo again. I saw this stat. Josh Allen threw the most interceptions last year, 17. I didn't fact check that, but I felt like that was a true stat. Wouldn't be surprised. He's very just crazy with his throws. They have us winning. I have us winning. So, not surprising that this game. I don't know why people think this is going to be a rivalry between the Bills and the Bengals. I guess it's because the same concept of why people think the Chiefs and the Bengals are a rivalry too. Other than the refs, we would have been 4-0 versus them. How is that a rivalry? 4-0 is not a rivalry. That's more or less like, bullying in football. Same thing with the Bills. The Bills now are going to be 0-3 versus us. But you know what? Somehow, some way, that's going to be a rivalry, guys. Because the Bills, they can't win until they go 0-4. Alright, Week 10, Texans. Again, another game that could be a trap game. I have us winning. Bam, 8-1. I have us 9-0 at this point in time. This is why I have the Ravens. I have our first loss of the season. So I have us going 9-0. And then this is our first loss of the season. I have us going. So this is why I have us going 9-1. And now they have us winning this game in Baltimore. It is a Thursday night game, which actually gives a little bit more benefit to the Bengals here. because they do have to travel to Baltimore, but it's a Thursday night game. So anything could happen on a night game, right? And it's been known that Lamar Jackson does struggle a little bit on primetime games. Not as much, because if you look at the Colts game 2 seasons ago, the guy was absolutely elite in that Colts game. Well, he was elite for the last 6 minutes of the game, because the first, 4 quarters, guy couldn't catch cold. But then he became, just absolutely next level quarterback the last 6 minutes. This is a game that I do think we're going to lose. I think we're going to lose 24-20. It's going to be a crazy couple last plays of the game. But yeah, so 9-1 is what I have us at this point because of this first loss. The Steelers game right here, this is going to be, they have us winning this game. So 10-1, I have us winning it too. So I'm not surprised. Jacksonville, this game will be very close for comfort, but it really depends on how good Jacksonville is. I mean, if we're being honest, Jacksonville last year looked absolutely dog water until the second half of the year where they really came up and became a star team. So it's very possible that they have a slow start or maybe they just have a bad ending. You never know. But I have us winning this game. I actually will quote myself here. I think this game is going to be a 49-7 Bengals win. I'm telling you right now, I'm not bought in on Jacksonville. Colts, another trap game. Anthony Richardson, they have us winning. I have us winning 12-1. Not surprising. Vikings, another win for the Bengals here. Another win I have us going. Steelers, this one is at Steelers, so always a little bit tougher because it's at the AFC North opponent. No longer Heinz Field, which is surprisingly enough. They have us losing this game. I have us winning this game. I think we season sweep the Steelers. We season sweep, well, actually, I'll tell you my next loss. I don't have a season sweep in the Browns, but I have a season sweep in the Steelers, and then splitting with the Browns, splitting with the Ravens. But they have us losing this game, so I'm actually still at 14-1, while they're at 13-2. Chiefs game. I'll be honest with you. When I first saw this list, I thought they're going to have us lose this game. I really did. I have us winning, and they have us winning too. Week 18 versus the Browns, they have us losing this game, and I have us losing this game too. But the reason why I have us losing this game, and actually they have us losing the game too, it's actually the same reason, is because at this point we have the AFC locked up. So I have us going 15-2, locked up the division, locked up the AFC, so this game's not going to matter. We'll be 15-1 at the time in my predictions, so this makes sense that this game just simply is a, what's his name? Trevor Siemian game, and it's going to be like a Chase Brown absolutely dog pound game. Now, you know what would be funny if we did have our backups in and we still won the game? That would be absolutely hilarious. And we just went 16-1 because of that. But with that being said, though, they have us losing this game, and they have us finishing 14-3, which I am absolutely fine on. Like I said before, the floor for this team this year is 13-4, ceiling is 17-0. So I have no problem at all with this 14-3 prediction. Oh my gosh, 20 times fast for me, apparently. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.